All right, what's up, guys? This is Stevan and Micic, and we're here today with a technique breakdown. I'm here with my dad, Steve, the technique guru, the all-seeing eye of wrestling. He's gonna help me out today to break down Masanosuke Ono. Ono is, like, obviously, I've covered him before. He's one of the top youth wrestlers, top young talents, superstars in the world. He's a senior world champion at 61 kilos this year, along with under 20 world champion, like literally weeks before. So right now, I know a lot of people are talking about this little snap move that he hits, where he kind of, you know, clears off the over tie or the over post, and he snaps to a shot, and everyone's kind of going crazy, going over a frenzy about it. But there's something you guys are missing on this, and something my dad is gonna go get into in a second. But before we do, the Uguev giveaway for the 1-year anniversary for my YouTube channel. All you gotta do is 3 things. Subscribe to the YouTube, follow me on Instagram, link in description, and follow onev.world on Instagram, link in the description. Let's get into it.
I see there's a lot of excitement, a lot of frenzy, a lot of, like, you know, people are really kind of surprised that this guy, obviously super talented. He's kind of a little bit of a anomaly in that he's got a lot of the elements it takes to be a world-class wrestler. He's got power, he's got speed, and he's got a system in place. But many of you and most of you might not realize that this is not a new move. And everyone's getting excited about it like it's a new move. This is actually an old recycled move that was used by a 3-time world champ Haji Aliyev back in, what, 2014, 13 and up. So we're going to break down, but on top of it being a recycled move, which is cool because there's nothing really new in wrestling. It's just using different moves in different eras. But I think what we're missing here and what I'm seeing, there's been some people breaking this film down and they're really not seeing what's going on here. The key ingredient, the secret to what's going on here is one thing and one thing only. First, I'll play the clip just so you guys can see. I'll do it fast speed, so kind of how everybody's seeing it. So, yep. So here is a clip against Marcus Blaze at the under 20 World Championships this year. But here, he's leading. Yeah, he's leading 6-0 here at this point. Right here, Ono kind of goes into a collar tie, and Marcus over ties with a collar. Yep. And everybody here is just breaking down how he moves his foot back and how he snaps. And I'll play it fast. So. Yep. Basically, all he's doing, backstepping, snapping, and then reattacking to that leg. And so, this is good. This is how most people are breaking this thing down. And I'm not being critical of that, but they're missing one important thing. It's that if you've been trying this, for a lot of them probably been trying it. We tried it. We tried it 7 years ago, this move. Actually, Stevan can do this move, and he does this move from time to time. Yeah. We really worked on it, so we understood there's some technical... The mechanics of it. So, so this is, go ahead, what is it that they're missing here? Well, what they're missing is, you know, we're so much on the snap and the backstep and where your feet are and all that. That's great. But when you collar someone like this, usually the other wrestler is either going to over-tie collar you or they're going to thumb block you like in here. Like collar tie? They're going to thumb block you here. And this thumb block here at the highest level, guys, is what stops him from getting through. If I just backstep and try to snap, this post isn't really going to do much here. Or even if he over-tie collars here, me just backstepping and pulling, his position, he'll just crowd me, and then I'm not going to be able to snap the guy off. Or I'll stiff arm him here and then thumb block him out, which is the most frustrating kind of wrestling. The key is getting rid of this post. Stevan, collar tie me with this hand. Let's do it here. This hand is the opponent of Ono's is thumb blocking or over tying. And what he's doing is he's using his head here to go ahead and knock it off. So you can see how Ono's taking his head. He's backstepping here and slow it down. He's backstepping and using his head. Marcus has a thumb block in. Back it up a little bit. He's got a thumb block in, and watch how he uses his head to scrape it off. And that's the key to then allowing it to break the right there. Stop. He's using his head to shear, to scrape off that thumb block. Keep going. And only then will Marcus's hands hit the ground. Right? Then that's when Ono can come in and attack the leg. Yeah. The most important move of this is you just got to get the guy's hands to the mat. And that's the hard part that people are missing. They're just taking a back step without using this head to clear that post. That's the magic. That's the secret here.
That's really what Ono's doing here, and we'll go into another example, but let's put this and watch this from Haji Aliyev. If you guys don't know who Haji Aliyev is, he's one of the best wrestlers of this decade, someone I looked up to tremendously in high school, because right around high school is when he was at the same weight class that I compete at now, 57, 61 kilos. Multiple time, I think 3-time world champion, Olympic bronze, in Rio, Olympic silver in Tokyo up at 65 kilos, multiple-time European champion. He is a legend to the sport, and this is the move that really catapulted him in creating his action. This is where we're starting, right? Aliyev's got the collar tie inside. He beats him in, the righty.
And it's exactly like Ono with Marcus Blazin. Aliyev has the collar tie. Rashidov's going to over-tie post.
Remember,
he's going to thumb block.
Aliyev's a righty, so he's collar tying with his left hand here.
And so is Ono. Ono's collar tying with his left also.
Yes. Then Rashidov then is going into this over-tie position, or you see grabbing a collar tie.
But then he's going to go to a thumb block here.
So now, once he's locking, Aliyev kind of has that head-to-head space, and Rashidov now, because they're getting space, he goes to the post. It's a high-level technique to kind of keep yourself blocking, and Rashidov's blocking Aliyev out. All that's happening here is Aliyev is backstepping, and look at his head. Look at his head right here.
Slow it down.
Using the head to push off the post. His ear is shoving it, and he's turning to the side. That's the magic sauce that everybody's missing on this move. But there, jumps right to the leg. Literally exact same move. He finishes it a little bit differently, but gets the takedown there. And that's 2. This is how he wins the gold medal against Rashidov. Boom. Clears the head, back steps, fills the hole, gets to the legs. And I'll play that for you guys side to side here right now so you guys can see how both of them are doing it the exact same way.
Both Ono and Aliyev.
In both those first 2 clips. So as you can see, it's a high-level move. It works really well when someone's a thumb blocker and their head is low in good position, almost kind of stance like this, where they're leaning and jockeying a little bit more than standing upright. That's usually when this move's the most effective.
But also, if you guys have been missing this, you've been playing around with this, and the reason why it's not working for you, and I'll tell you one reason only, is because they're not getting rid of that post hand. That could be, if anyone wrestled those thumb blockers like this, it's getting rid of the thumb blocking, but it's really sneaky. It's the secret here.
All right, now we're going to go to another, just a quick clip you can see against Uguev at the World Championships at the senior levels. Obviously, you guys probably know Uguev. He's a 2-time world champion, Olympic gold medalist in Tokyo. So you see Ono goes into the collar tie.
He's in blue.
Uguev, I mean, this is like a very good tactic, especially against a lot of these Dagestani wrestlers, Russian wrestlers. Marcus kind of has that same style where he likes to post, so they're both kind of leaned over hard and blocking. And, you know, you can see Ono's got the collar, Uguev's got the post. Back steps, uses his head to clear it. Another clip of Aliyev doing it. I think this is 2017 as well, that same World Championship run. Aliyev really found the magic here. See how he's clearing that? Aliyev's in red.
Take a look at where his head is at.
See how he's almost contorting his body to the side? He's rotating and using his head to knock it off. As he steps it back and fills with the back step, then the guy's hands have a place to go. Boom, down, runs the corner. Just like that. All right, and one other thing I'll mention, since you guys see the comparison, Aliyev, you know, kind of has had a system, a really good system that you could even see here. I like this because Aliyev was also dynamic in hitting his singles, and Ono has his system of kind of snapping and getting to the other leg too. But as you can see, and this is what I like to use this for. I like to use this just to clear off the ties and kind of find my other offense where I'm not as good at jumping to that ankle the same way as Aliyev or Ono, but I kind of am able to adjust and kind of get the hands off me, and then from there reset. The guy has to put their hands back on me, and then I usually strike. Here's an example of Aliyev hitting a single leg. I'll kind of put it in half speed for you guys. But Aliyev does that same clear, as you can see. Boom, knocks the hand off, and then he uses it to come back inside and sweeps to a single leg here. Which this is what Aliyev's known for, that single that he hits very, very well. And that's kind of what, when guys started catching on to that snap down, he kind of had to be able to hit an option to the other side, which I know me and my dad always preach having an option to both sides. All right, guys, so that's the breakdown, but I'm going to show you guys on the living room with my dad in a second how the move looks.
But also, like, if you're going to be doing this move, let's do it right, at least to give yourself a half a chance. And I'd recommend for you guys who are watching breakdown videos, unless you have a trained eye for this stuff, which some of you and many of you do, but others don't. If you don't, make sure you know where you're getting your information from, because it could lead you down a path that you might give up on a move.
Yeah, or I think more even like social media is just a difficult place sometimes to get information about technique and breakdowns, because people just want to see crazy moves that probably aren't practical, probably don't work at a high level or even a good level. A lot of the people feeding technique aren't usually the highest class wrestlers, and just because they can do a cool throw or do something that looks good, you know, the algorithm is going to push that, and that's what you end up seeing instead of high level technique.
But if you want real high level technique with actually the secret to the sauce of why the move is working, I'd recommend you take some time to watch Stevan's videos, because Stevan actually, you know, when somebody collar ties him, he knows he's going to thumb block or get thumb block. He knows the intricate pieces of high-level wrestling, which somebody that's just showing, okay, the guy's backstepping, he's jumping over the top. Well, everybody sees that. But what about the inside? Why can't everybody do it? When you try it, why isn't it working for you?
Exactly. I mean, sometimes things look like it's going to work, and then it goes into practice, and you try, and you're like, damn, that was hard. I can't do it. So it just...
But I promise you, all of you, every single person watching this today can do that move if they apply the proper technique to this move and are patient and willing to work through it and take your time. You're not going to get it right away. Be patient, right, Stevan?
Yep, you'll get it. So let's try it. I'm going to go out and try it. Let's go. Just real quick, I'm going to show you a quick tutorial of this, just like a real fast, just so you can see like the hand placements and the steps from me and my dad and my partner. So we're here, right? We're tied up. I come in here, I'm the lefties, so I'm with my right hand, but it's the same thing. He's reaching in, he's putting his hand in this position here.
Yeah, they're going to go like here, and as it gets closer and closer, then
they're going to try to get some space. Thumb block. So I can't shoot. If you just step backwards, this thumb isn't going to do anything, and I'm not going to pull. What I need to do is use my head, and as I step backwards, I'm using my head to kind of pull. It's almost like a lawnmower twist, and then I'm pulling down, and that makes him go forward. That's the mechanics of it that you guys aren't, you know, seeing from just the clips with Ono. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this technique breakdown. World champs and everything we do, babe.